Well, good morning, everyone. It is morning, and we are going to do Brown Mountain today. That's usually an 9-mile run or hike or crawling up or walk, whatever you guys want to do. It does have, it's very, it can't be very steep, but it feels steep in the beginning. So just take it slow, take it easy. I'm going to be showing a few landmarks, a few key points in Brown Mountain that I always get to, and I think I made it to the satellite. I made it to the wall. I made it to the flat rock. Those kinds of things help me to finish a long run, especially up a mountain. Kind of gives your brain a thought that I only have a little bit more to go. And speaking of that, I wanted to talk a little bit about pace. I follow Sage Canaday, who lives in Colorado, who can run a 14,000 foot mountain at 7 minutes a mile, or his pace is even 6 minutes a mile. And Sandy is the same way, his girlfriend over there. And sometimes I'm like, wow, I'm so slow. Sometimes I'm 22 minutes a mile going up a mountain. And you just have to think about your own journey and how people that I look up to, like those two amazing trail runners in Colorado, I look up to them, and I think I may never get to be that fast, but at least I'm doing something that I love, and I'm getting healthier, and this is my journey, even at 22 minutes a mile pace. But I get done too when you get to the top of the mountain. What a beautiful view you have of the city. So that's a little tip for you to run your own journey, walk your own journey, crawl your own journey, whatever your journey is. Just enjoy the moment, because that's what it's all about here in life. So we're going to get started. The beginning part is like the part that you saw, if you saw it, the Hahamonga Trail is the first part that we're going to see. So it's relatively flat. Then after that, it gets to be a little climb to the top of Brown Mountain, which is about, let's see, I want to say, I'm not sure of the elevation. I thought it was 3,000 feet, but I will check that. So anyway, let's get started with Brown Mountain this morning. Before we get started, I forgot to mention, for anything that's a mountain, like a lot of difficult climbing or just a hike in general, or walk in general, I always take things with me. The first time I went up Brown Mountain, I didn't have any water. I just did it. I like to say, yeah, that was, I didn't feel like I was as thirsty, but when it's sunny especially, I always get like a flask like this, a soft bottle with water, 2 of these in a Nathan pack. And this is a gel that I love, Spring Energy. It tastes really good. Tastes like real food. Sometimes the other gels that I've tried are, they taste very artificial like. So, and I have a little tip for this. I usually don't eat the whole thing at once. It's too much. So what I do is, what I do eat, I squeeze as much of it out, and then I fold it back, and I put a little clip on it, because if you don't do that, it just spills all over your pack and everything gets all sticky. So I like this Nathan pack because in the back you have a big pocket that you can stick extra clothes in, or whatever else you might have. For this trip, you have cell coverage. I'll talk about that later when you don't. So pretty much that's all I take with me. That's on my back. It does get really hot sometimes, so you want to make sure that you spray on some sunblock, and bug spray. Definitely bug spray. It's summer. All right, those are a few tips to take with you. It's a really nice day, not too sunny. I like it when it's overcast and like this. So we keep going down this trail, and our destination is right there, Brown Mountain. It looks really far. but don't let that deceive you. Just think step by step. All right, so you passed the gate, just like yesterday, or like when you saw, hopefully you saw the Hamonga trail video that I made. Instead of going that way to that gate, you keep going this way. You hang a left and you head that way to the first hill that we're going to hit on this trail. Across this street. Over to our first hill. Ta-da! That one can be a little brutal. But just take it slow. There's an alternative path you could take down there. There's a little river. It's really nice. I usually stick on this road here, heading towards the mountain. We're about to cross that bridge. Here's our first intersection. If you go to the left, you go to the Gabrielino Trail where there's a river. To the right is Brown. Okay, when you get to this point, you can either head the El Prieto way, which I really don't like. Too many bugs. Or head to the left. The Fern Truckway, I believe it's called. I'm gonna double check that. This one's the way to Brown Mountain that I always take. It's more open. You get more views. And there's less bugs. But it is hotter because the sun is, there's less trees and stuff. But I think I prefer the sun over the bugs. Whew. Okay, here's our first landmark, aside from the bridge, the satellite. Not sure what it was used for, honestly, but it's just kind of cool, and I call it the satellite. Gotta look into what that's about. So we're gonna get off the path for a teeny bit and check out this satellite. Now from here you can just turn around, go back to the car and have a nice little 4 to 5 mile run. Sometimes I do that when I'm short on time and I have so many other things to do. Whew, out of breath. You get to hear me gasp now, and I feel so out of shape, even if I've been doing this a while, right? So there's the satellite. Again, I have no idea if it's JPL's or what they're calling ET, but he's pointing down there. There's the fog, so you do get a beautiful view. You can see the trail where we've come from, right there. And I'll pan over here. Brown Mountain is getting even closer. Right past that little hill is Brown, our destination. Right, next landmark. If you've made it this far, you'll see this thing I call the wall. If you've been into running, you know, hitting the wall means I'm getting tired. So I've lovingly called this the wall. This is where we went from, and this is where we're going to continue. Oh, all right. So there's a satellite where we came from, and a little windy road going around, going this way, and we keep going up. Oh yeah, did I mention? So there's a satellite, like I said, and way over there, you see there, that's where we had just come from. And we hit that first hill and then started up the mountain. So let's keep going. All right, I call this flat rock. Continuing up past flat rock, you've got the power lines. I love this view. So you got the power lines and there's Brown. Getting closer. Part of the reason why I do this is because it's so peaceful, aside from a city noise. But the deeper you go into a mountain, the eerie silence that you see or that you hear. I say eerie because I'm not used to it here in LA. We're used to the noise, as you can hear all the construction going on where we just were. You can see the Devil's Dam from up here. See if I can, it's foggy today, so it's hard to find it, but Devil's Dam in Cajamonga's down there. It's just so peaceful. Except for the noise, of course, of the city. But like I said, the deeper you go in, the quieter it gets. And that's Brown. Going up, 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 and keep on going. Almost there. It starts to flatten out at the top. And well, not as steep as before. Almost there. There it is, finish line. These poles tell you you've made it. Lovely decorated. I slowed down and not create too much bounce in the video. Otherwise I'd be flying through here. I made it. Woo! Cheers. This is the top. Where is it? Brown is behind this thing. This little peak thing. Let's take a peek. There it is. So you don't get at the top, but you get close enough to it. There's a nice bench to sit here. Some trees. If you keep going that way, you'll start seeing Angeles Crest Highway, Ken Burton Trail, and the trail keeps going right there. I've done that one. It's really far. Not a lot of mountain bikes up here today, which is kind of nice. No offense, but sometimes I have to get out of their way really fast. But for the most part, they're pretty nice. And there's the view. Whew, Pasadena and the fog makes the day nice and fresh. And that way will take you to El Prieto, which I told you is a canyon with lots of bugs. The trail heads that way. And you'll also go to the Millard Canyon, Millard Campground. And you can even reach Echo Mountain from that way. That would take you about another 4 miles. Be a nice 16-miler. This is about a 2 hour trek coming up here. The first time I swear I took 5 hours because I was new. So take your time. And like I said, bring water. To go back down, you head this way, the way you came back up. Or you can just explore. Like I have explored these amazing mountains here. All right, I'm gonna be heading back down. Notice how much quieter it is now because you're further away from the city. Like I said, for me, it's an eerie kind of quiet because I'm not used to it. And I'm a teacher, so my world is noise. It's nice not to have any noise. It's nice to have peace and quiet. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that video of going up to Brown Mountain. It's a nice mountain, not too steep. Gives you some breaks along the way. Total mileage was about 9 miles, but you can go further if you want. The first time, I don't know why you would want to. I still get tired going up that. But it's a great starting mountain for the bigger ones that I'm going to show you. So stay tuned and have a great day and keep running or walking or crawling, but still moving forward.